Well, good morning, good morning. We're up here in Detroit, just kind of waiting on a load. It's a little bit slow. Let me see if I can hold this phone to where I look minimally ugly. Hey, I've been meaning to do this video and I got time, and for no particular reason at all, as Forrest Gump would say, I'm just going to do it now. Since I've done more coil videos than I can count, those videos have brought, of course, a lot of questions, and of course they bring out the trolls who are never driven a truck, or dry vanners who want to be a flatbedder, and they're sitting around with a FMCSA book and they're not sure, they don't know how to read it, and they just start quoting stuff that is not what it says. They think it's what it says. They read something, but then they don't continue reading. So anyways, I get a lot of those, and I get some honest questions from you guys. And I try to answer them in the comments, but there's so many. Well, I got three here, the top three. I'm just going to do those. And this way I can post this video in the comments or whatever to answer the question, so I don't have to keep typing the same answers. So anyways, here we go. The one of the top questions, and this one comes from once in a while, if I have a real light coil, 39,000, 40, or 35,000, something like that, you see me throw like 4 chains and a strap, and they'll go, you can't use a strap on coils. Well, yes you can. There's no rule prohibiting securing coils with straps. You could use all straps if you want. I wouldn't recommend that. Now, when you see me do it, I've already met the 50% minimum requirement, and the strap is generally just extra. A lot of times you'll see me do that so I can get all my chains off when I'm at a receiver and leave the strap on, because a lot of guys will do it. I don't like to do it. I don't like to move the truck, not even in and out of buildings, without something on the coil. So I'll leave at least that strap on, because it's real quick and easy to get off when I pull in the building, so I can get out of people's way. The next one I get is, don't you have to have a strap over the top of all coils? No, that is only required for shotgun coils. It's a minimum of 1, but generally, and that's kind of based on weight, so read your book. I never do just 1. It's always 2, sometimes 3. So straps over the top of coils, only on shotgun coils. Once in a while you'll see these guys doing an X strap kind of over the top to hold basically their tarp on or something, and you could do that on a suicide coil. I'd have to go back and reread. I just reread because this next question's a little bit tricky, and I thought I read something about you can't cross the straps on a suicide coil, but I think that's through the middle, so over the top. I don't know how much securement credit they're going to give you for that. I mean, hey, you can strap. I mean, there's no limit. There's never, ever any limit or any penalty for too much securement. So if you want to throw straps and 10 chains on that baby, go for it. All right. Now, the next one is a little bit tricky. I get this question a lot. Hey, you don't have 80% forward securement on that coil, whatever. Well, I know you got to go back and read. I actually just read it. It's 393 in securement, and you got to read the whole thing. First, that 80% is braking strength. It's not working load limit. Okay, so when you read working load limit, it's 43%, but there's a caveat to this, and most guys miss this, and you got to read forward, and I'll give it to you, the exact part of the securement. And if you've watched any of my videos and you hear someone say, oh, you're not, they say 80%, don't worry, you haven't done anything wrong if you did it the way I did it, because the caveat to this is the friction mats. It's 393.108 in the book if you want to go look it up. If you use friction mats, if you don't use friction mats, then yes, you got to do the 80%. If you use friction mats underneath your coil racks, and you should use them under your coils too, but if the racks and timbers are sitting on friction mats, you get 50% forward credit. automatically from the DOT and the FMCSA rule book for forward movement. So that's our, you've met 50% right there. Now you only need the other 30%. So use the friction mats. I see some guys not using them, but that's why I use the friction mats in the first place. Metal on metal is stupid. So you want to use the friction mats to keep things from sliding. And it's in the book, 393-108. I had to go look it up myself because I couldn't remember where it is. But that will meet 50% of the 80% that you're not actually reading right, because it's braking strength versus working load limit. But if you're worried about it, use the friction mats. If you're not worried about it, use the friction mats anyways. Don't haul coils without friction mats. That's my opinion anyways. And I haul a bunch of them. All right, you guys, I hope this answered at least these top 3 questions I get. I get a lot of ridiculous questions I'm not going to bore you with. So no matter how many years I do this, how many hundreds and thousands, I don't even know how many coils I've hauled in my career. I don't know. It would be, I couldn't count them all. But no matter how many times I do it, even though I've never had one even move, let alone come off a truck, I ain't doing it right, according to the trolls that live in their mom's basement that are getting ready to go to truck driving school and then maybe get on at Western Express. They're the real experts, and they probably got YouTube channels, so they've never done it, but they'll tell you how to do it. All right, guys, God bless you. Hope this video helps if any of you have had these questions. We'll see you. Bye. Hoping I get a load here soon. All right, bye-bye.